went to Trident Training Facility out in Washington. As soon as I got there, they're like, step right back out that door. You guys are you're getting volunteered to go to Iraq. Congratulations, 15 months.
That's wild.
Give it a hand. And so
that's such a different climate that's even happening.
It was, yeah. They sent everyone. I was working with the Army. I was part of an embedded training team out there. So I was living with the Iraqis, eating with them.
Wow.
It was there was a pretty crazy time. There was 1 month in August where just the base all around us got hit with like 80 IEDs.
Jesus Christ.
So and all the Army guys are like, I'm sorry, you're a diver and you're a submariner in the desert? It's like, what are you doing here?
Dive. Code red and 4 compartment middle level.
Torpedoes in the water!
No, I never have thought I was smart. I thought the people I dealt with were dumb, including you.
All right, here we go. Episode 14 of the Too Fast podcast. This week we have another special guest, Walter. Walter from Down Ladder Apparel. Would you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you and your background and your company?
All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Walter Lyon. I am former submariner, current stripper, and no, I'm joking. I'm not,
Hell yeah.
No, former submariner, fire control technician, first class. Did 10 years, 2000, 2010. Was a diver on the USS Toledo, did 4 deployments, IA tour in Iraq, and got out in 2010. Currently a training manager for Siemens Healthineers, and I take care of. I train a bunch of people way smarter than me on things I don't know about.
It's a good gig.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I was also an instructor in the Navy as well, and did that whole thing at Trident Training Facility. But over time, I decided that I was tired of wearing grunt style and zero foxtrot, and I didn't see anything for the submarine community. So I decided to lend my hand in the apparel design business. And so I just recently got the company off the ground and doing designs and seeing how people like. I'm kind of in the pilot phase, or maybe I'm just moving past the pilot phase. But it's going pretty well. We're getting our sales up there, quite up there, and it's obviously awesome. A niche market that needed some attention.
Pretty big niche market, though.
It is.
Yeah,
I guess
there's about 500,000 submariners out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I guess now that you pointed out, I guess I've never really noticed anything submarine like related apparel to begin with. Yeah.
Yeah, you get the stuff from your command, and that's all you get.
You get the spam stuff that appears on Facebook.
True.
Where it's just like.
I've seen an ad for a submarine watch about 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That submarine watch guy is huge.
I guess.
It must be.
He is.
Oh
He's
man,
huge.
Well, congratulations on getting the company going. We've all looked at the designs. I saw you posted on social media about your designs. I think that the shirts are awesome, and I'm glad that someone is filling that void because, like you said, everybody just kind of their merch options is what the boat gives them. And that's it. And sometimes that stuff is cool, and sometimes it's really fucking not cool at all. So.
I'm finding that there's so many different styles for everybody. Like A-Gang has a specific style.
Yeah, true.
Nukes want something very simple.
Right.
I got torn apart on Reddit. Everyone's like, too many skulls. It's like, Christ.
That's a chief thing. Big chief thing.
True. I bet Chiefs will eat those skulls up.
Yeah, they love it.
No. People do like them. There is an audience for them. Like the sonar techs love the skull.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And then like nukes, they definitely want something a little bit more niche.
Sure.
But yeah, no. It's
So are you, when you make a design, do you just kind of harken back to all the old, I guess, stereotypes that you had of the rates when you workshop something or make something for the first time?
Yeah, all the inside jokes that everyone seems to know. Those have always stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Eventually, there's going to be like a shower tech shirt. There's going to be a Dust Bunny shirt. There's going to be,
Dust Bunny's good. Yeah.
There's so many different ideas that
Yeah, I mean, even the name of the company, I hadn't thought about Down Ladder in like 8 years, and then I typed into Google and I was like, oh my god, and it all just came back.
Yeah, we're gonna
it's just something that's like, it's like second nature. You say it every single day, and then you just block it out of your memory forever.
Yeah,
and yeah, submariners have the worst sense of humor too, so you can just do whatever you want. I know.
Yeah, good
me
point.
and my buddy were talking about Valentine's Day. We're gonna do underwear that says emergency blow on it. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that's gonna go well, I think.
It's gonna go great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy those. I'm buying those right now. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah,
We'll take a 5-pack.
A whole 5-pack, absolutely.
Is there any like designs that stand out as the most successful?
Right now it's all the rates. The people are eating up the rates, and I can't make the designs fast enough.
Yeah,
and I can't put enough skulls in the rate shirt. So, I'm trying. I'm actually going to do. I'm going to do several different variants of different rates, but the rate shirts are doing really, really well.
Is it just trial by fire where you'll like slowly put more skulls in, and then when the sales go down, you'll like scale it back?
Yeah. I'm going to saturate the market with skulls.
Yeah.
For the first iteration, and then we're going to move on to like kitty cats and
there you go.
Anime.
Yeah, that'll get the nukes. That'll get
you could do an anime laundry queen. I think you would kill with that one.
Laundry queen's good.
That's it. Yeah, it's a tough one because I have to. There's so many ideas, and then I'm only so talented, and but yeah, no, it's been received really well. Right now we're kind of saturating social media and things like that. That's the plan, and then we're building up a customer base, and then from there it'll kind of live on its own, which is
of course
the plan.
I did see one of the feedback items that I saw. I think it was also on Reddit, was someone mentioning to make all the designs on an undershirt color.
Yeah.
So is that a goal? Have you
Yeah,
thought of that?
What do you guys think?
I think it's great.
Probably
I think it's great.
Right? Yeah, I've got
those shirts do not get worn outside of boat. So I think if they had another use.
I mean, they will, but they will also exclusively be worn instead of undershirts if they're available. Like we made a couple in-house. Like we made a shirt goofing on Joe. There's a couple others that floated around, and they were always made. At the time, they were blue. I guess now they'd be an ugly brown. But
we did the coyote.
Yeah,
we did a coyote. At least one I can remember.
And then that's just what everybody wore on as an undershirt always.
Yeah.
So what do people still wear poopy suits underway?
Yeah.
Yes.
Poopy suits still underway. I mean,
so,
you're not asking the greatest audience right now.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah, brown shirts. Well, that's what we did. I don't know if I'm sure it's boat specific. If you have a cool command, they'll authorize underway shirts and you can wear whatever under your poopy suit.
Yeah.
We did not have a cool command. And so when we were still in blue camos, we wore blue undershirts. I think we were allowed to wear white also.
But I think when the Navy switched to the green camo, we went to the coyote brown underway.
Yeah, we wore blue poopy suits with coyote brown undershirt.
I mean, we eventually moved to like underway shirts.
Yeah, sure, for deployments and stuff.
Because it got cool.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I just thought that was something that I didn't know if you thought of that and imagined the submarine force that was all wearing some silly secret undershirt.
No. Yeah,
if you make one cool enough for
what's that?
I said if you made one cool enough for a boat, or if if you had taken a liking obviously to your boat or whatever, and you had something that fit to that boat, you could probably get the command on board, and they'll you know.
That's true.
Yeah, that's the other thing is I can. There's so much of a market there for like A schools and C.
Oh, true.
Everywhere.
Absolutely.
You could be the guy for like command PT shirts and everything.
all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
went
hadn't
to
even thought
dive
of that.
school in Panama City, Florida, and there's a whole like economy on shirts out there for dive school.
Oh yeah.
Every single class has a dive school shirt and
Dude,
all
if you
that
could get
stuff.
shirts at Nuke School, you'd make the anime ones, and you won't keep inventory.
Sell
that's
out every
genius.
week. Every week.
Yeah. I'll definitely take a look at it. What rates is everybody here?
I was a mechanic. I was a mechanic with Jenny Joe. I was with Jenny Joe.
Also a mechanic, and now I'm in the Air Force, just being some IT desk dude.
Congratulations on that.
Way easier.
Yeah,
Way
man,
easier.
congratulations.
I went on my IA to just the sidebar. I went on my way to Iraq. They took us from Atlanta to Kuwait, I think it was, and we all got on a commercial airline. It's the weirdest thing. We get on a commercial airliner with our rifles.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And all the Air Force guys got first class.
Nice.
And then everybody else was stuck in economy. I was like,
oh, actually, I just want to
and
build on that.
they put all the other rates or all the other branches in economy.
all the other, yeah.
Dude, join the Air Force.
Army and a
What more
handful of
needs to be
Navy
said?
guys.
Join the Air
Dude,
Force.
to build on that, because this is the perfect segue, I just learned this Thursday. I don't know a whole lot about it, but my instructor just told me. So if you are in the Air Force and you get stationed on a non-Air Force base as like your permanent station, you get paid I forget exactly what he called it, but it's like a difference in quality of life allowance.
Oh my god.
Because you're on such a shitty base that's like lower than what the Air Force's like expected quality of life is. So they just
Dude, that's
pay you
crazy.
more money.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's
It's
wild.
like that's like Air Force has to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Oh my god, a Navy base? Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what he was on a Navy base. I forget what. And he was just getting like $300 extra bucks a month just because he was on a Navy base.
Because he
What do
couldn't
you
take
mean
off on base.
Yeah. What do you mean you guys didn't have a Ruth's Chris on base?
Where do you guys drop your dry cleaning off?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Jimmy's
Yeah,
not.
We've
Jimmy's
said
upset.
this plenty of times before, but like, join the Air Force.
Yeah.
Bro, that's nuts.
Jimmy, you had your chance. You could have came over to the light side.
Yeah, but
you
why would
missed.
I do that? But why would I do that?
This is why.
And-
These
and-
things are why. First
Yeah.
class. Base
So you get
allowances.
first class anytime you have to
paid
fly
more.
somewhere. I don't know.
Nah,
Oh, man.
nah, man.
So
rather
can
be-
you
I'd rather be
talk
an
a little
officer in
bit
the
about your time in? Like, I know you did briefly, but like,
Mhm.
did you like it? Did you hate it? How did you
Oh, I loved it.
change after you
I
did?
was one of those rare folks. So I got in. I joined the Navy December of 2000. 9/11 happened while I was. 9/11 happened while I was at the doctor, getting a physical to go to the boat, and then that was just the whole thing. That was crazy. The boat that I ended up going to, everyone there didn't know about it for like a couple days. They were just told to stay
Oh
on
my
station,
gosh.
and they pulled
Oh,
in,
shit.
and it was. But anyway, it was a really good experience on the boat. It was a really nice growing experience for me. You know, became a diver on the boat, and being an FT is one of the easier jobs, as you guys know.
It could be worse. It could be worse.
Yeah. It's all the glitz and glamour, none of the grease or anything like that. But yeah, and then we did a bunch of deployments with them. We shot missiles, and then I did shore duty.
You said you were on the Topeka, right?
No, the Toledo.
Toledo. Okay, Toledo.
Yeah, 688I.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Deveron
boat.
boat. So we got to play with all the cool stuff and do some cool
Hell yeah.
cool missions and all that stuff. And then being a diver is always fun too. And so I always had like a good challenging experience. Went to Trident Training Facility out in Washington. As soon as I got there, they're like, step right back out that door. You guys are you're getting volunteered to go to Iraq. Congratulations, 15 months.
That's wild.
Give it a hand. And so
That's
I was
such
out
a
in Iraq.
different. That's such a different climate. That's
Yeah,
even
it is.
happening.
It was, yeah. They sent. everyone. I was working with the Army. I was part of an embedded training team out there. So I was living with the Iraqis, eating with them.
Wow.
It was yeah, there was a pretty crazy time. There was 1 month in August where just the base all around us got hit with like 80 IEDs.
Jesus
So
Christ.
it was, yeah. So, and all the Army guys are like, I'm sorry, you're a diver and you're a submariner in the desert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no water.
Literal,
There's no
literal
water,
fish
sir.
out of water.
Yeah. It's like, what are you doing here? It's like, I guess I'm
Yeah,
training
that's
the
nuts.
Iraqis how to do jumping jacks.
Oh, so you were there to fill more of like a physical, because you're a diver role, less of an FT role?
No, it was because I was an instructor.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Instructor. So I had, we're in charge of units at fielding. So we're training the Iraqis on how to transition and take over, basically. And so,
And you probably went to NITSE, so you were plenty qualified to do that, right?
yeah, they sent me to like an Army base in Fort Riley, Kansas, and which was crazy because they have like a whole compound that with like an embedded Iraqi and Afghanistan village there, and then you just go in and then you talk to the Iraqis and they show you video after video of people getting sniped and
Jesus.
IEDs, so you're like freaked out when you go there. It was hairy.
Yeah, no kidding.
But yeah, I did that for 15 months, came back, got my degree, all that stuff, and then 2010 rolled around. I was at the 10-year point. I was like, do I do it all over again, or do I get out and see and test the waters? And so,
yeah, I think every single person here has been on that at that decision point.
Yeah, so that's always, for me, I was like, I want to start a family. So had, got out, got married, had my kids, all that stuff. And so it's then did a whole bunch of stuff outside of that too.
So how long ago did you actually start Down Ladder?
Down Ladder 6 months ago was when it kind of
wow, that's fast.
came to
Okay.
fruition. Yeah. I always kind of kept my toe in the whole submarine community. I did a podcast a while back. That was pretty good. It was called Diver Tough. And that was a lot of fun and connecting with old shipmates and stuff like that. And so I've always kind of kept my toe in there. And I just noticed that there was that gap in the market. There was there's like limited stuff for Navy people. You really got to look for it.
True.
And there's nothing for submariners.
Yeah.
And we have this whole language, this whole like vocabulary.
Very true. And I think that this may be changed over time, but I think that the perception of submariners is that it's like pretty cool, a pretty hard job, like hard as in like hard ass job.
Yeah.
Quick fun story. My dad, when I was very little, was in a heavy metal band, like screamo death metal band. And they put out exactly one album that I think he has the only copy of. But the album cover is just all of the bandmates posed somewhere in Pennsylvania. And my uncle was serving on a submarine at the time. And that was the hard ass shirt that my dad decided to wear. It was my uncle's command submarine sweatshirt. So like I think I love that. People think that it gives off that vibe of like, yeah, that's hard.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think it does?
I think it does too. I'm just saying that there's not a lot of options.
Yeah, there definitely is a lot of options, and I think submariners do the worst job of selling being submariners.
Yes,
it isn't.
I agree.
It is a really taxing job. I mean, when you go underway, you're isolated from everything. You have no communication. People don't know where you are. You're literally stepping into a time machine. You're coming out, and Taylor Swift is a thing,
Yes.
And so it's we take that for granted because we're doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, and we just get so used to it. We get used to having less oxygen, like
that's Mike's favorite thing.
Or whatever they have now, and it's 17% oxygen. Like that's not normal,
right?
Not at all.
So everything is diminished, and so, there's, if you look at the attrition rate too, I'm sure this is the same for everybody's boat. you got people going crazy left and right. Like it's 1 in 7 people gets kicked off the boat for something.
Holy shit!
That they either turn to an alcoholic, or they're they're medically disqualified, or they're hitting themselves in the face with a hammer.
Yeah.
There's
that one sounds close to home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's there's people writing stuff on the walls and poop.
Sure. Yeah.
What is this? It's not the easiest life.
Yeah.
I've had the luxury of kind of looking back at all of it, so I've been able to reflect. You guys are obviously way closer to it now than I am, but I think we deserve something that represents us, that represents all those jokes that we have, that all the things that you want to say to the civilian world that no one will get.
Yeah.
And then when you're a civilian and I live in New Jersey right now, you just don't meet submariners.
Yeah, that's true. And I think to your point, I'm in Texas. I mean, there's no one here. But when we first moved here, I saw a white truck that had dolphins on the back. And all I could think about was like finding out where that truck lives and trying to make the connection. And I think that like if I saw someone wearing a shirt, I would instantly be like, yo, man, what boat were you on? Or do you know someone that served? Whatever. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's usually, from my anecdotal experience, it's just like people wearing their hats. Like, just any Navy veteran, regardless if it's like submarine or something, it's usually just like their command ball cap that they got 50 years ago
and
when they got out of the Navy. Yeah.
The command merchandise generally is trash. It's just the only thing you have.
But that boat hat is so top tier to me. Like silver dolphins, gold letters, top notch.
Yeah, I mean blue is fine. I think the brown ones are ass ugly.
The blue ones are top tier. Like you can't beat those guys. Those are top notch.
Yeah, we've got Submariner hats coming out soon.
Oh, sick!
Hell yeah!
All right, Walter. Well, I think we can pivot to the next part. Is there anything you want to close on before we take a short break and then figure out what we're going to do next?
No.
All right, cool. Well, let's pause it there. I don't know exactly how we're going to do the next part, or if you still want to do the next part, but I'll stop the recording, go pee, and then we'll recenter.
Okay.
In the second part of the video, Walter talks with us about the process of creating merchandise for the podcast. We discussed how the Too Fast, Too Fast podcast has done almost nothing in terms of branding, which obviously makes it difficult to produce merchandise or sustainably grow an audience or customer base. This led to us deciding we needed to recreate our logo, mainly because our logo is the best thing I could get AI to make in a full night of trying.
Oh.
Yeah. As you may have noticed from our channel, we've done lots of work over the past week repackaging the podcast as a scalable brand. We also hope to soon be offering the podcast on other platforms in addition to YouTube. Once we completed our conversation about branding, Walter asked if we had any ideas for merchandise. We went into this brainstorming session without having thought too much about what we were looking for. We considered making funny shirts, brand forward shirts, or something in between. I even asked Walter if he thought it was a good idea for us to come up with some kind of slogan or catchphrase to associate with the brand. Then Dakota had this brilliant idea.
Okay, I have an idea.
I don't know if it's going to be beautiful. I can make it something.
Throw a skull on it.
Give it to you. Yeah.
Dakota, what's your idea?
All right.
Just a pile of bones, chicken wings.
I'll start off by saying I think Kenny's on the right track for like not a joke for the first shirt. Yeah. But I have an idea for a joke one, and I have to say it before I forget, okay? The front says either Nuki M, Nuki T, Nuke MM. The back is a cartoon picture of a nuclear bomb. Okay? For the mechanic one, he's turning a nut with a wrench on the side of the thing. For the electrician, there's a access panel open and he's fucking with the wires. And for the ET, there's like a laptop computer right next to it. But the caption is not that type of nuke.
Yes.
I like not that type of nuke in general.
Bro, like literally, I thought I was going to work on nuclear bombs when they fucking told me about my job. Like I was like,
well, that's like our number one short from Mikey that like got so popular. Like, yeah, I'm a nuke MM, not that kind of nuke.
I like I'm not that type of nuke or not that type of nuke.
That's a great line.
Even if it's not a joke, like
not that kind of nuke.
Not that kind of nuke. Yeah,
not that kind of nuke.
No, not that kind of nuke.
Hey, That's top
right,
notch.
I like that.
I like that. That's
I don't think we
top
can
notch.
make. I don't think we can make it rate specific. At least at this point. Like
No,
we want
but
people to. We want it to be
not
like
that
walking advertisements.
How do
mean,
you
honestly,
feel-
you could put
that could even
you
be the
could put-
tagline for the back of the normal shirt.
That's what I mean. I
You
like
could-
that as our tagline.
In general.
Yeah.
maybe
think-
you just
I
have
think
all three
also-
of them.
I was going to say not that type of nuke or whatever, and all three of them doing the same, like the concept that he was talking about, the same thing. Like it's pretty easy to have all three of those things happening and not distract from what's going on, and still say not. That
Walter,
type
what
of
do you
nuke
think
problem.
about that idea, on a feasibility, readability standpoint?
I can definitely see it. I think you got something in that tagline. I'd have to play around with. There would be a lot going on in that picture.
Word.
But I mean, it's doable.
Just have like
There's
a
a lot going on.
big picture of a nuke, like a bomb, and then just slap our logo somewhere to like explain that we're this kind of nuke. I don't know how you'd like translate. Like, well, what kind of nuke are you? If it's not a nuclear bomb, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's just not. It's
Well,
just
then
not
you flip them
nuclear
around
bomb.
and at too fast, fun, you find out.
Yeah.
All right, that's
That's it.
decent. If it's feasible to have people working on a nuclear bomb and then put not that type of nuke. While we were still recording, Jimmy, Dakota, and Mike all submitted their version of that design. See if you can guess which one we decided belonged on some actual merchandise. I would like to sincerely thank Walter for coming on the podcast and all the great advice he shared. Listeners of our podcast can go to his website, downladderapparel.com, and use promo code 2FAST, the number 2 FAST, for free shipping. With the help of Amber, Dakota, and Michael, I was able to create mock-ups of some potential podcast merchandise that we have in the works. Here is a sneak preview. If you like the rebranding or want some fresh podcast merch, please let us know by liking this video and leaving a comment. If you enjoy our channel, please subscribe. We're incredibly close to passing 100 subscribers. Okay, back to the podcast.
Okay.
Okay,
You want to do C story or game?
we're back. You decide. You're the captain.
All right.
You're the captain of this ship.
Mikey, tell your story.
Joe's
No,
story.
I want Joe to tell his story.
Yeah,
his
it's
story
my
to tell.
story.
Okay, I didn't know if it was
It's
like a
all
third
my
person
story.
type thing.
His story. His story.
Yeah. So
All right, ready? C-story intro here.
Once upon a time.
And one time at band camp,
What happens?
Get ready.
Petty officer, will you tell me a sea story?
Joe, take it away.
okay, so as Mikey refers to it as the Steam Dragon, I think that's what the colloquial name around engineering was for a little while. So this was right before some underway. I don't remember what, but I'm the small valve petty officer, so it's my responsibility to clean small valves and make sure other people do it, but nobody else does it. So what that means is I do it all. And being the good little small valve petty officer I am, I'm cleaning some valves and I'm like not paying attention to what the fuck I'm doing. And I just happen to get to some freshwater valves. And when you do small valve,
Where are you for this story? Where's your location?
This is engine room upper level.
Okay.
Port side.
Okay.
So
it was on the left side.
Port side,
Yeah.
yep.
Port side on your feet.
Dude, we only pretend to own that one. It's not even in our fucking space. You guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm cleaning all these valves and I greased up the stems on them. And whenever you grease a stem on a valve, you have to cycle it. So you like work the grease in, right?
And by cycle, he means go
shut
from
it.
open to shut or shut to open and back where it was.
Yeah, but what I did, and I didn't intend to, but I didn't realize this, was I just shut them. Which is not what you're supposed to do. These valves are supposed to be open.
Normally.
So what I had done unintentionally was secured freshwater cooling to our, we'll just call them steam condensers to keep shit simple. And coincidentally, at the same time, our C div, Kenny's division, had finally fixed this mid-engine APD, which is this electrical piece of shit that I don't think had worked since before I got there.
It was a very long time it was broken.
Yeah, it was like year and a half at that point. Maybe going close to 2 years.
And that was
a lot.
One of 2 APDs that were broken for that long. Like they just never fucking work.
But they finally fixed it, and it was like a big deal, and you know, a lot of handshakes.
Wait, you're gone.
For the layperson, what is APD?
Air particulate detector. We can tell that. Yeah, while he's gone. So it monitors. It constantly samples the atmosphere. It constantly samples the atmosphere wherever the suction is. That's why it's called the mid-engine APD. There's a forward-engine APD. So it takes suction from that space, and then it samples the air continuously for radiation or particulates of radiation.
And then every so often, you go pull the filter paper out and you frisk it and you see if it picked anything up.
You do that because you run out of filter paper, so you have to swap it. That's a weekly maintenance item, is to go into these APDs and swap out a spool of like basically receipt paper in all kinds of controls and shit because you don't know if it's contaminated. APDs are the worst piece of equipment on submarines.
And then when it's done, you lick the particulates off and then put it back.
Yeah. My very
Super
first
important, but not really.
When I first got to the boat, my sea dad was assigned of teaching me how to do the weekly APD maintenance. Storm. And he said, okay. He's like, look, you know what APDs are, right? And I was like, yeah. He's like, okay, weekly we have to do maintenance on them. I can show you one of 2 things. I can show you how to do the maintenance on them, or I can show you how we do the maintenance on them.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, show me how you actually do the maintenance. He's like, right answer. And then he just, I won't say what he did. He did the maintenance the way that we did the maintenance. And then I learned how to do it from then on.
All right, Joe, keep going.
Which might be why they were always fucking broken.
Yeah, so, right, big deal. Not really, but it is. So we finally got fixed. A lot of handshakes, you know, pats on the back, whatnot. Then the next day, we do an engine room startup. I was on duty that day, and I had like mid-watch duty. And I think I was on watch from 23:30 until like 7 in the morning. Because the person that was supposed to relieve me was also on the startup. So they just never relieved me. So I was on watch like forever. So I finally get done. They're starting up. And I asked my chief, like, hey, man, I'm fucking tired. I've been up for like 24 plus straight hours. Can I like go take a nap before I stand the maneuvering watch, which is us leaving port, and then immediately stand 8 more fucking hours watch? And he's like, yeah, sure. So I do. I go get in my wreck. I pass out. Funny enough, I remember this. The doc came in complaining about battery acid and a cactus. Apparently somebody had leaking batteries in their rack that he smelled somehow, and it was leaking onto our cactus.
Shout out,
I don't know. I woke up for that. And then I passed out.
What the fuck is
and
our
then
cactus?
Jimmy, somebody brought like one of those teeny tiny cactuses and like shoved it in their rack.
Okay.
Because I remember him complaining. He was like, why the fuck would anybody do this? Like, what does this do?
Same thought.
A little piece of home.
Because then I immediately passed out and like...
Hang on, you're gone again.
I know exactly what he's finna say. Jimmy comes to my rack and wakes me up and tells me there's steam. There was steam in the engine room, and
everywhere.
They want to talk to you. Hey, and it's only his motherfucker.
Keep going. The doc comes through complaining, and then you fall asleep.
Yep, I pass back out, and then Jimmy wakes me up.
Wait, now I can't.
The engine room.
Hang on, your audio cut out. Say that part again. Jimmy wakes you up and says what?
He says, Joe, you need to wake up. There's steam in the engine room. I'm like, okay.
Good, that's where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I'm like, fine, whatever. He's like, no, dude, like, you steamed out the engine room. We need to go. You need to come back here now. I was like, I'm confused. I don't understand what the problem is. So I go back there, and it's raining water because everything just got steam, and water has condensed everywhere. And somebody had managed to figure out that there is no freshwater cooling to the steam condenser. And since that condenser is vented to atmosphere,
me, brother. I was the only one that figured that out.
It just comes into the people's face, which is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So that was a fun time. I don't say I got removed from watch. I got removed from being the small valve petty officer. I wasn't allowed to do small valve maintenance.
Right.
At all.
I wasn't allowed to do small valve maintenance, and I wasn't allowed to do maintenance. But I wasn't removed from watch.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a good gig.
It's like,
it wasn't,
fine,
though.
sure, whatever. Our ELT chief lost his glasses in the chaos that ensued. Fell on top of a tank that's like 10 feet outside of like the people's face that you can't get to, because you have to dig through like all these pipes and shit. And then I think like a year later, he found some glasses.
Did they isolate the condenser? They split the steam system?
No. I don't
remember.
There and opened.
They cut in flow.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they cut in flow. That way we condense the steam.
Yeah.
But before we could cut in flow, the APT sucked in a hateful amount of steam and absolutely fucking drenched the inside of it.
Yep. Classic.
Immediately ruined it.
Immediately stopped working.
Right.
My favorite part about this whole situation.
Yeah, so the ELT
Joe
chief,
cannot hear Jimmy.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think Joe can hear Jimmy.
Yeah.
No. He's not showing up at all for me, but
that's fine. I always wanted to have this happen for a long part of that.
But yeah, he found some glasses in the engine room forward bilge, which
who's he?
The ELT
Mignon.
chief.
Okay.
The dude who lost his glasses during this shit show.
Oh, he found another pair?
He found a dip. So for people who don't know, engine room forward is like 20 feet forward from where this all happened.
Right.
And there's a wall in the fucking way. There was a wall in every level of the compartment. So it was literally impossible for his glasses to travel from where this happened to the engine room forward bilge. It's not possible.
Right.
But he found some glasses in the bilge and he put them on. And he just started wearing them. And then I was like, that's not fucking possible, dude. So I climbed up on top of the tank where the glasses would have fallen and found them.
Right.
And I gave them to him and he just wouldn't wear them. He kept wearing the wrong glasses from the engine room forward bilge. That definitely weren't his.
Yeah, he couldn't be wrong. He couldn't be wrong.
No, because I asked him, I was like, these don't look the same. These are not the same frames. So which one is the frames that you have and wearing? He's like, that. The one that I'm holding. It's like, all right, these are your glasses. This is the fucking... You know the SpongeBob meme where you're talking to Man Ray or whatever the bad guy is?
Yeah.
And he's like, this is your wallet? He's like, it's not my wallet. That was that conversation.
Right.
Except for a dude who is blind as shit. And it's just like, yes, my vision is not proper when I look through these glasses that are definitely not fucking mine. And he just didn't care.
He was very stupid. Like very stupid.
He was also blind as a fucking bat and cockeyed.
I don't remember how to say his name. I don't remember how to say his name, but I know it started with an M.
Unless these glasses happen to be the exact same prescription, which would be fucking astounding.
Yeah.
They were not his glasses.
Right.
Maybe they were better than his. Maybe he's
he
like,
needed a new
whoa.
prescription. Yeah.
They would have had to been fucking like
Knowing how
telescopes, dude.
Navy optometry works, that's not far fetched.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's the end of that. I'm gonna rejoin real quick so I can hear Jimmy.
Oh, lame.
Yeah, I really liked when you guys were talking at the same time.
So, best part about
I said don't fucking talk when I'm talking.
He can hear you. He can hear you.
I
Oh, he can hear me? I can't hear or see him.
So the best part about fucking Joey's story there is that fucking Rob and Terry are
Should
in
I
the
stay like
interim
this? I kinda
losing
like
their
this.
fucking mind.
Okay, fine.
So Rob and Terry are in the
Fine,
interim losing their fucking mind about this fucking steam.
But that's not fair because he can hear
And then
me.
Terry
But
goes,
I can't even
Terry
see
goes,
him.
I think
Can we
Joe's gonna
maybe,
be like, I have to fill this dead air.
Jimmy's been talking this whole time, and you're just like cackling and then also chiming in at random times.
So Terry goes,
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like he can't even like give me the bird. Can you see me? Can he see me?
No, I don't know if you can see you, Jimmy. Can you see Joe?
Yes, I can see him.
Yes, he can see you.
Okay.
What
So
were
what's
you
just
saying,
happened?
Joe?
What happened?
Yeah,
It's just
You-
every
you
time
just
Jimmy
did,
starts
you-
his story, you kick right back up.
Because to you, no one's talking. So you're like, I'm gonna fill the dead air.
I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to respond to you guys.
Yeah.
I'm not trying. Yeah.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's
So
funny.
Terry goes, right.
Right, tell
What the
Jimmy he can
fuck
go.
is going on?
Did I get it? Did I get
Yeah,
it?
you got it.
Yes.
Oh man.
Oh shit. All right, Joe.
I
you should
know-
probably- you
I
should
know
probably
you
come
did.
back
Yo,
in now.
jump off and come back in, man. This is terrible.
All right, there you go.
Kenny, please tell me you recorded that.
Yeah, it's all recording.
Oh, thank
Oh
God.
Lord, man.
Crying.
I was not going to speak.
Can
I
you
just
hear me,
wanted to
Joe?
silence.
There we go.
For-
Okay, it's fixed.
You
Dude,
can-
I like on a scale of 1 to 10, how good was the timing? Because like I was waiting.
It was 10. You got it.
It was
Okay, 'cause
10.
I was
like,
every
awkward.
single time. Every single time
was-
I started talking,
well, that
he was
last
right
one?
there.
Yeah,
Still
I was
doing
like
it.
the awkward silence is kicking in,
Yeah.
so it's like time to
So
butt
Jimmy
in.
must be talking. Yeah.
Bro. So the best part about your story is that before I came to wake you up, I had already cut the fresh water in, right? But when it all went down, Rob and Terry were back there, and I just remember Terry
So
going,
that's the EDMC and the MDiv chief.
yeah, and I just remember Terry going, right, what the fuck is going on back here? And I'm like, oh shit, I like run back there. I'm like, anybody check to see if fresh water cut into these motherfuckers? Like, the steam is coming from the outboards of the engine room.
Right.
I'm like, anybody check to see that fresh water's cut into these things? And I open them up, and he goes, who the fuck did the freshwater lineup? I said, nobody. Who the fuck would have did a freshwater lineup? This shit
Right.
supposed to run, dog. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, there's always
They,
fresh
like,
water.
Yeah, there's always fresh water.
Yeah.
It's always equalized. It's always doing this, right? And then I go, and I'm like, oh, damn. I was like, Joe did all the goddamn small valve maintenance because nobody else would help
I
Joe.
was gonna
with
say,
the
Joe, you
goddamn-
should have been like, well, here's who was supposed to do it.
exactly what should have happened, right?
Yeah.
But every time Joe would be like, yo, can y'all do y'all small valve maintenance? We'd be like, ha ha.
Right.
And then he would do it all himself.
Yeah.
So that's what
Yeah.
happened. Joe
I was an
did all the
interim.
fresh water himself, and god damn it, that's what happened. And I came to him, I'm like, hey Joe,
Yeah.
I want you back in the engine room, dog.
He
I
was
remember
way
him.
too polite about it. Like,
Right.
Way
I
too
got
nice.
I was an engine room
For
forward,
doing your
and I got asked to
motherfucking
come up.
job, bitch.
So wait, what happened when you got back there, Joe? Did you get in trouble? Like, did they yell
it
at
wasn't
you?
nothing serious. Nothing
Nah,
serious.
it was like a 4 out of 10. They were like, "Hey, you fucking
Yeah.
idiot! Like,
Yeah.
Was it? So
why
was
did you
this?
only shut it?
Was
Why
the
didn't you open
reaction?
it?"
Was the reaction to essentially causing a steam line? Well, not really. Causing a steam leak into the engine room. Was that more severe or less severe than sending an unprofessional email on watch?
Far less severe.
Far
Yeah,
less
it was
severe,
less
I would
severe.
imagine.
Less severe.
Because I didn't get removed from watch.
Right.
It would be.
I got
it would
removed
be
from
the-
maintenance, but like, who gives a shit? We were going
Yeah.
on the way. Like, what maintenance am I gonna do on the way? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Like, and like they definitely know that. And the other side of it is like when you send an unprofessional email on watch, it shows a character flaw. that's what they're really looking at. They don't give a fuck
Yeah, I
about
guess so.
anything else. Like,
I was gonna say
I called Chris come in my butt on watch. Like I was typing the email, I called him Chris come in my butt, his last name, and that's crazy. But if anybody else had saw that, it would be
Dakota,
no
what were you
problem.
gonna say?
Yeah, Mikey was trying to say
Mike was
something.
saying his perspective, where I imagine he got steamed out.
No, I was injured forward, and then I get told after the fact, "Hey, this should happen." You know, I'm
You
like,
see
oh,
this should
Because
happen.
what you were the LPO at that time, yeah.
You got told this should happen. Do you see any
Yes.
glasses down there?
Well, no. The way I kind of found out what
Don't feel
happened
like Velma.
was I was
I can't see.
going around the engine room. I went to engine room upper level after everything had been solved, before anyone even came back to me. And I was like, why is it so fucking wet? And then I went back to the tour in the engine room. And then I get found out later, Joe could have shut a fresh water valve and did all this and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, is anyone else mad at him? I'm not, you know?
Right. Well, Joe, you and me are the steam boys then.
Yeah.
We both have put a large amount of steam in the people spaces.
Yep.
All right.
Really, it's just me and my relationship to engine room freshwater that Mikey knows very well. But that's a story for another time.
All right. Let's play some games. What are we doing?
To be continued. So this is going to be, can you identify the UFC fighter based on their tattoos?
Yikes.
Oh, that's what I was going to say earlier. It was like, if you want to take a step up, it should be their tattoos.
It is.
Actually not going to be as good as this, but we'll see.
Okay, there's 5 of them. I'm going to send it to Kenny.
I don't know any of these guys. I can guarantee you.
That's all right. I think.
Who's the guy that has McGregor right here above the screaming cat?
Right?
Like, I know the first one, but I will put it up. Joe's gonna get this instantly.
Is it or a lion or a tiger? I can't remember on McGregor.
It's
a gorilla.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Pretty sure it's a gorilla.
It's a gorilla.
Where did I save that to? Oh.
No shot is a gorilla.
It
Are
is.
you serious? Are you fucking with me?
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty confident. It's a
Don't
gorilla.
Google shit right now. What are you doing?
Okay. All right. I didn't. Sorry. Sorry.
Hands up. Hands up. Oh, that's easy.
Dustin,
That
the Diamond, Poirier.
Yeah.
I don't know none of these boys, man.
It's
Show
just
me
say
Kimbo
it's,
Slice.
Dustin
just say
Poirier.
it's the
Kimbo
diamond.
Slice.
Final answer.
Well, first of all, it can't be Kimbo Slice because they don't have the
Because he's
same
dead.
skin color.
And he's dead. I said,
Well,
I
good
said
job.
show me. I said, show me Kimbo Slice.
Show me.
Oh,
Show
I thought that
me.
was like you answering.
Dustin Poirier. Final
it's
answer.
the diamond.
Yes, it is Dustin Poirier.
Yes.
Good
I
guess.
recognize
I don't
those
know
abs
what
anywhere.
about it.
He has excellent tattoos,
That's-
by the way.
That's mad.
Yeah,
good.
they're
He
really
is
good.
the number 1 like fan favorite for tattoos.
Yeah, these are very good.
Well, he's funny.
They are-
When he
they are
fought
fire
featherweight,
tattoos.
he used to have some fucking terrible tattoos. Like the Louisiana, looked awful.
Oh yeah.
So he definitely had a glow up once he moved to lightweight, for sure.
All right, here is the next one. This one I did not immediately recognize.
I'm going last on all of these. So
Okay, what does the name say? I assume
It
it's
says
a name.
Jesus.
Is this Max Holloway?
Oh yeah, it sure does. I think
think
I
it-
think
I think
the
it might be.
no, I think the arms are too big to be Holloway.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I'm pretty sure that's Max Holloway because it says blessed.
Oh, does it
think
say
that's
blessed? No, that definitely says Jesus, dude.
Does that say Jesus?
Yeah.
Well,
Says
either way,
Jesus.
it's
I guess Holloway does have that chest piece, doesn't he?
yeah, that's Max Holloway for sure. I can't read the lettering, but I mean that's definitely like all tribal stuff, or like
Andrew, what do we got?
Pan-
Or actually, we got to come to a
Could it
consensus.
be Max Holloway? Who's the other? It's not Ferguson, right?
That is not Tony Ferguson.
All right. Yeah. All right. Max Holloway then.
That's correct.
Sweet.
Damn.
Oh wait, we're working together. We're
Yeah,
not.
we're working together.
We're on a team.
Oh, okay. I thought we were like all taking our own separate guesses.
No, I asked Joe.
Okay. That's why I didn't want to say anything at first. It's like,
We'll let
oh,
Dakota guess first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like Jesus. Oh hey, look at that.
Dakota, who's this one?
Bro, I don't know.
Does that look like a puma to you?
Yeah,
This is very,
it
very
does,
old, by the
actually.
way. He added.
Does it look like a warthog?
Is this from a video
It
game?
looks like a motherfucking monkey.
Oh, this
to
might
me,
be from a
dog.
video game.
This is
from the video
not
game.
McGregor because
that is him, and
the
it's
crown
also
is too close to his neck. He's got his name above it in the sailor. So this is not.
it's from a video game, and it's
But it is
110%
Conor
him,
McGregor.
and
Conor
it's Conor McGregor, and it's
McGregor.
also a motherfucking monkey. Like that is a monkey. If I ever
That's a
seen
gorilla.
one, it's a monkey.
Final answer, Conor McGregor.
Could be a bonobo.
Okay, yes, it is Conor McGregor. Also, not from a video game. This is him like pouncing
Yeah.
like this through the cage.
Yeah. Why do you think this
And
is from a video
also,
game?
It
McGregor
looks
on
like a
him
fucking
is
video
like
game.
right here.
Yeah. It's
underneath.
It's like how Israel Adesanya has one pretty
I
similar.
can see his motherfucking Adam's apple. What are you talking? Like,
But do you want to
damn near?
know? You want to know how you can tell this video or this picture is old? Because he's in an octagon.
Yeah.
Oh yikes!
Actually, in a fight.
Yeah.
Yikes! Stop. That's funny. Also, that's the scariest monkey I've ever seen in my motherfucking life. It's terrifying.
Boom.
All right.
It looks like eating
Next one.
dynamite. Why he got that shit all the way down on his booty cheeks?
I definitely did know this effort. This is
I have no idea.
this is either Stefan Struve or Alexander Volkov.
Is this?
Volkov does have a Japanese back piece. I just don't know. If
Yeah.
it's this
I was
one.
going to say this is Japanese, right? Like,
Yeah, it's a samurai head.
I don't know
Okay.
Struve's back pieces, but
I
I
don't-
do know that Volkov
I
has.
just remember it's a tall dude. It's a tall dude. I think it's Alexander Volkov.
Yeah, I don't have a better guess than that. I know his back piece is Japanese.
What do we
Anyone
got,
want
Amber?
to guess anything else?
Oh, no way.
All right, Alexander Volkov.
That's correct.
Nice.
I thought you guys were gonna get that one wrong. All right, last one.
Ooh, this is a good one. I think I know it immediately, but oh no, this is not the one I thought it was.
What the hell?
Oh, god damn it.
My first thought was Tuivasa, but he doesn't have enough fat
So he's Samoan.
Yeah.
and a heavyweight.
Mark Hunt?
You can't say that on air.
Well, that's his name, so
What kind of first
Rat
name is
fuck.
Mar? Dude, I
it's
don't
just
know.
I don't remember. I know he's got
Mark Hunt
tattoos.
is going back pretty far, considering we just had a Volkov tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when's the last time you saw a Reebok shorts?
Reebok. That's what I was
Yeah.
about to say. Reebok
Oh,
shorts.
true.
I know it's not. It's not. What's that dude's name?
It's not Tuivasa because his hips are colored in.
No,
That's
and
not
his
the guy.
fat like spills over his shorts.
Right. I mean, Mark Hunt is okay as a guess. I don't have a better one off the
Yeah, I
rip.
don't either.
It's not Brock Lesnar.
No, it's certainly not Brock Lesnar.
No, it is for sure not. I'll be honest. I can't even tell what I'm looking at. To be honest.
Yeah, this one is the blurriest image for sure.
Does Lesnar even have tattoos?
Yeah, he's got
Yes.
the sword.
Yes, he has a
sword
giant
right?
knife going up his chest.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if he's got anything on his back, but
All right, Mark Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Hunt. Final answer.
It's tied to Tuivasa.
It is.
oh, this tied to was? Wow.
He must have got him colored in since then.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find.
Or
it.
gained a lot. This must be a really early fight then, like long time ago. I mean, not a long time ago, but a decent while ago.
I don't have the.
Yeah, he just got more line work filled in. I'll put it up. So these are now filled in, whereas in that picture they were.
Gotcha.
But you can't judge it from the front. That's not even the same thing.
Yeah.
All right, let me try to find it back.
I mean, how
Tied to Ivasa's ass. Yeah, look how colored.
how
in
long
that
has
is.
he been in the UFC? To have a when was the Reebok? I don't even remember when that was. That was like mid-teens, I think.
That's the same.
Well, they've been Venom for a while, right?
Yeah. They've only been with Venom for a couple years.
No, that isn't.
Yeah, because he debuted in 2017. Okay, so that's right about the time.
Look right there, that one. He's got green shorts on.
Oh, here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess it's not much different.
Hey, we went 4 for 5.
4 for 5. That's pretty good. All right. I got to take a pee break. What are we going to play next?
Are we playing something next? I thought it was Sea Story and game and then done.
That's fine with me. Wrap it up there. All right. Episode 14 in the books. Merch in the works. See you guys next week.
Downletterapparel.com. Code
too fast.
Number 2.
Fast.
But just one.
Just one too
Just
fast.
one too fast.
Great.
Not 1, 2, just 2 fast.
One too fast.
Let me see you
No
1
one.
too fast.
All right. See you guys next week.
Bye.